All right. I know it's been a minute since I've done a YouTube live, but this should be fun. I'm excited.
Nice. That's my first YouTube live of trading, so that's nice.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. So I like to make it fun and interesting. Of course, y'all know me.
Right. I know it's been a minute since I've done a YouTube.
Forgot that is up. All right. So the link for the YouTube is here. Place this in the chat. All right, cool. So welcome everybody. Welcome with the Wealth Takeover and the Dapper Trades family. Tuesday nights are typically either our group night or our one-on-one calls that I typically do with traders, but it's the first of the month. So let's make it a group call, right? So the goal of the group is to help you guys with your trading, right? One, identify market structure and how you can use that to take your trading to a whole new level, right? Understanding why you're taking your trade. So tonight, I got a very special guest, a young lady who I've known for a couple of years now, Miss Summer out of New York. Summer, you with us?
Hello, everyone. How are you guys doing tonight? Thank you so much for tuning in.
Doing good. So, all right. So Summer's going to kind of go over some stuff with you guys, and then I'm going to take it from there. So Summer, the floor is yours.
Awesome. All right. Thank you so much, Micah. All right. So I'm going to share my screen. Can everyone see it?
Yep.
All right. Perfect. Yeah. All right. So hi, everyone. I'm Summer. I have known Micah since 2020. I have been trading since then. This is an opportunity that I'm really grateful I said yes to. I'm really grateful I've been persistent. And I'm honestly really grateful I'm able to say I am profitable consistently. And again, I just want to give a shout out to Micah for being a part of that. So today I want to do something really quick with you all. I know trading can be difficult sometimes because, you know, we have our own lives, we have our own schedules, but that doesn't mean it's not possible for us to maximize in this market. So the first thing that I want everyone to do, if you haven't done so already, I want you to please add GBP, to your watch list. And then I want you to have a clean chart. So today's strategy, it's something I was taught by one of my great mentors, and it's something that has been really great and easy for me. And the first thing I want to share is there's going to be two ways I show it to you. At the top of your trading view, we have indicators. I want you to type in sessions, okay? And it's going to be the one by Vetus here. And I want you to click it, okay? So as you can see, every color is showing us a session. London session starts 3 a.m. EST. Pre-New York, I want to say is around like 8 a.m. And then we have New York at 9:30. And then we have Asian session at 5 p.m. Okay. I don't really use indicators. I trade with a naked chart all of the time because it just helps me see things better. But if you are someone who's more visual, definitely use the indicator as sessions. But for me, to show you the strategy today, I'm not going to have it on. Again, if you do want to use it, it's sessions by Vetus right here, 1440. All right, so I'm going to take it off now. All right. And I'm also going to go back into history. So you don't have to do this. I just want to show you something pretty cool with today's strategy. So, all right. Actually, I'm going to go back a little bit more than that. As Micah has probably shared with you guys, always look back into history. History repeats itself. It tells a story. So I'm on the 15-minute time frame. I will share with you, it doesn't necessarily matter the time frame, but you kind of want it between 15, 30, or 1 hour, up to you. So let's say, for example, I am someone, I just pulled up to the chart just now, and it looks just like this. So I want to be able to say, how can I capitalize from here? So we can see support and resistance. Okay. Resistance is a ceiling, right? And support is our floor. Okay. How I put those two lines right there. This strategy is as simple as support and resistance, but I also want to help you guys see something a little bit better so that you're more confident in just saying a break of support and resistance. Okay. So right here, I'm going to put a line at this point. And to the right of me, it says 165, 540. Now, I'm someone who also trades quarter theory, but I kind of use numbers with quarters also. So I do see 165, 540, but for me, I like 550. So that's where I'm going to put it. Okay. And look at this time right here. It's 18:16. It's really supposed to be 15 minutes, but the broker that I have is just that 1 minute. So 18 is essentially, I want to say 5 p.m. if I'm not mistaken. 12, 13, 14, 1, 2, 3.
It's around 6.
Yeah, around 6, right? So I would say 6 p.m. is Asian session. So I'm going to put this as Asian high. Okay. And I want to see the date at the bottom. It's telling me October 4th, 2022. So I'm going to put that in. I'm going to put 10, 4, 22. If you want to put the day, that's fine. Like if it's a Wednesday or Tuesday, up to you. But at this time, I can't really tell, but not too much of a focus. And then I'm going to look for the nearest low, the most recent one. As we can see, it is right here. Again, I see 164, 470, but I like 75. Me personally, always up to you. Whatever makes you feel comfortable, but this is just what works for me. And then I'm going to say, this is the Asian low. Okay. So Asian low. You could write the higher low in big caps. And I'm going to share with you why that is. Okay, make sure it's the same date. Perfect. So after Asian session, we have London session, which is going to be happening around 3 a.m., but we also have a pre-London that starts around 1 p.m., 1 a.m. EST. So now I'm someone who's saying, okay, I know that if the next session closes above the last session's high, I know I could take it up, a bullish move. Always up to you what your TPs are. If they're 30 points each, 30 pips each, or 50 pips each, 100 pips. It's always up to you and your trading plan. That's one thing I will always say, stick to the trading plan always. So then you can mark it up and receive your profit. So I'm going to mark it up now. And let's say I'm not too sure about points. I'm going to use the amazing ruler that TradingView gives us. So I'm now saying, okay, well, I'm someone who says I only really want like 90 pips for me, and then I'm done for the day. That's my trading rule. So stick to yours. So you're gonna go to 50 as close as you can, and then you want to be able to move your ruler up to get to your pip points, right? Okay, so that would be my first TP. Okay, but we're gonna make sure it's 850, not 856. Okay. Okay. We went from 55 to 85, 30 points. 30 pips, my mistake. Then we're gonna do the same process again.
I'm gonna text
For
it.
60. Okay.
Yeah, we are. Just started.
Okay. 160.
It's in the Wealth Taker in the Telegram group. I'll text it to you.
Okay.
I'll add you there. right.
We're gonna do the same thing again. Always use a ruler if you never know. That's something I always say, always use it. You always have it available to you. Right, and I'm gonna make sure it's 450. Again, that's just how I like to see the chart. And that's it for me. Then I'm gonna do the same thing downward. I'm gonna take my ruler from 475 and I'm gonna go down 30 pips. Okay. Okay, it's gonna be 175. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna do 60. And it's gonna be 855. Okay. Oh, sorry, let me actually name these. Okay, and then my last TP is going to be my 90 pips. Okay, 575 final. Okay, 90 pips. Now, all you have to do is set your alerts, right? You're gonna set an alert here. Oh, never mind. But anyone who is using TradingView, who has been using it, you understand how to set your alerts. The break and close. I like the 15-minute, but I really like the 30-minute when it comes to Forex pairs. I mean, I like it a little bit more, but I will enter on a 15-minute close. So now what I simply wait for is either a break to the upside or the downside for London session, because we're going to be moving in sessions with this strategy. Now I want to press play. Micah, can you remind me how where the play button is for this one? I haven't done a replay in a while.
It's going to be on the bottom. So
oh, I see it right here. Yeah. Okay. So now we're going to watch and see, thank you, how it plays out. So it faked us out. Okay, let me pause it. Okay. So London opened already. London opened right here. Right. So this is the London opening. So if you are someone who's a little bit more aggressive, some people like to sell the ceiling sometimes, and some people like to buy the floor, depending on how aggressive you are. If you are someone who says, I just want to see a clean break and close above the ceiling, then that's your trade. Always up to you. Okay, so it's not really making any specific move just yet, but that's fine. Perfect. We got a break. Now, one thing with this strategy I will tell you is it will possibly do this, toy in between, but I'm telling you guys, when it breaks, it's going to break. I promise you. Patience, and then boom, TP is smashed. So that took, you marked up, you probably went back to sleep, etc. You had your alarm maybe for 5:30 and you're on the charts. Okay, I'm waiting now. So we got the break and close. It wasn't that deep of a close. And then we got a break here. Me personally, I probably wouldn't have gotten in on the 15, but possibly a 5-minute because we are in pre-New York. One thing I was taught by my mentor is GJ moves the most around 4 to 6 a.m. Eastern. That's when you can get a great move, but I really love 4 to 8:30, me personally. Sometimes I don't always get what I want. But during the fall time, I noticed that London session is like a great session to catch your pips and go about your day. So I was able to, this is a long trade ago, so I can't remember, but on this trade, if you took it, you would have been profitable in 15, 30, 45, an hour and 15 minutes. You could have been very profitable. And depending on your lot size, it depends on how profitable you could have been. So let's continue to see the trade. So at this point, you could have close out on the way down, and then you would possibly leave 1 to 2 open, trailing your stop loss. Trailing my stop loss, for me, well, my entry for stop loss is always going to be about 35 pips, me personally, because I'm going for 90. So if I have already entered this trade, I'm basically bringing my stop loss closer each time. As it's going down, I'm just trailing everything down with it, meaning you're able to capitalize even more than the 90 pips. Okay. And she's going, and she's going. Okay. So I really love this strategy because it really shows you, like, whatever the last sessions did, that's great, but like the next session can really go depending on how you mark it up. And this was a perfect situation because we know when we consolidate, price is just kind of gaining a momentum, meaning it's gaining power, because whichever way it breaks, it's just going to run. Now, let's say you are someone who was really aggressive and you took the sell from the rejection of this ceiling. You've capitalized a really good amount for the day, and you're just trailing at this point, collecting your bag. And she's going, and she's going. Now, let's say you got out the trade. Okay, let's say you got out the trade. You let it go. Now you come back and it's starting to make a retest or reversal. We don't know yet, right? What are we going to do? We're going to grab and see this last point right here. It says 1045, it's 46, but just with this broker, it's going with the next minute. 1046 is New York session. And as you can see right here, it's 665, 64. With something like that, it depends. Sometimes I go to 50 or 75. Always up to you. But if you want to just keep it with where price is, please follow that. It's always going to be your rules. As long as you can read the chart and make your money, that's all that really matters. I'm going to put this as New York's low for the day. NYC low. I'm going to put the time. The reason why I like the time is because it helps you gain an understanding of when you're going to see movement with your pair, when things actually start moving. For me, I think great times, if you are a New York trader, 10 a.m., 12 p.m., because 12 p.m. is London closing, or 2 p.m., because we're getting ready for New York closing. I know some traders who only capitalize off 2 p.m. moves. I know some traders who only take the 10 a.m., which way, but it's just fun to see confirmation all of the time in different ways. And then you're going to put the date 10:05. Okay. Now, you might say, I see a little box right here, maybe a little resistance, maybe. Because we did reject from here or a retest and we continued to tank. So you could put a little box there if you want and just see how things play out. We're seeing some rejection around the box, and then we see a close, and then we close back into the box. All right, so we now know that price is basically going. Me personally, I stick to my rules, so I don't really look at anything until London session. So I usually just mark off Asian and keep it going. I don't really trade outside of that. Okay, we still don't have much yet. That's fine. That's fine. Let me actually make this go a little bit quicker. Okay, perfect. Now we're back at the Asian low, and this is the next Asian session. Okay, so from pre-New York, we sold all the way till mid-New York day. Mid-New York day, we had the reversal of buying up back to the Asian session of the previous day. You can use the same chart all of the time. Again, you can leave these marks. You never have to erase them if you don't want to, and you can reuse them. What do I mean by that? Let's say this Asian low is possibly a point in the future. Again, because this is a replay moment. So I'm going to take the replay off and show you what I mean by that. Okay. All right, perfect. So that was October, right? So now this is October 13. And you see how we came back up, we sold off again from the low. And then let's say you took a sell again at this New York low. So as we know it, low is just another way of saying support, and high is another way of saying resistance. I feel like it's easier for me to take a trade because if I'm breaking a low, I know it's going, especially if it's a sessions low. Okay. If I'm breaking a sessions high, I know it's going to go up. It's just something I just know because I've tested the strategy out for the last 5 months and I studied it. And I will always say, try out a strategy 100 times and see your winning rate, and you'll be able to tell if it works for you or not. And so we came back to this point, we consolidated again, and then we bought from the high again. We came back, we retested it. This is all the way back in October in the beginning of the month, and we bought up. Okay, so that's just a strategy I just wanted to share with you. You can always, even currently right now, I have nothing marked up on this chart. So I would say, okay, I see this looks a little bit juicier for me right here. I like this. I'm going to put it for 275. Right? This is an Asian session, right? So Asian low. Okay, I'm going to say 6 p.m. today's date. I'm sorry, high, my mistake. Okay, and now this is my current Asian low right here. It's 10 p.m. today. All right, I'm gonna make sure it's at 50. Boom, you have your setup. You have your box right here. Now we wait to see, okay, what does price really wanna do? And I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna set my alert overnight tonight and see what happens. And I'm gonna show you guys a trade today that I took that I just profited on. As you can see, I did use the fibs, but I'm not talking about that today. I'm just only talking about sessions. So we could see that pre-New York's high at 5 a.m. on the 26th, Wednesday, was this point here at 170.512. I know it's funny, again, it depends on the mood, excuse me, but most of the time I'm going for quarter points or points with 5 in it. This trade happened at 4 a.m. I was up. I saw that I missed it with this impulsive candle, and I don't chase. I know that if I have an impulsive candle, I'm gonna get a retest. That's just something I want. I don't always get it, but it's something I do want. And that's when I got in, and I held today. I shared this chart with Micah, and I said, I know I'm gonna get this top down here. I just know it. I just have to wait. I got taken out with my stop loss and profit right here. And then I took a re-entry. Again, it wasn't my session, but I just felt like I got this wick. Let me move this. I got this wick right here, and we've been pumping up, so it's kind of natural for the market to take a breather. And that's okay. You want to be able to move with it and not say you're only one way in the market. That's something I learned too. And we got a couple re-entries. I didn't get my final TP, but I was still able to capitalize here. And then I was, if you're someone who's like, I trust my trade, I trust my analysis. If I'm going to enter again, you could have done that and then easily profited in a less amount of time than this was today. Okay, so this is the sessions chart that I kind of have been having for quite some time, not that long, but again, because I don't need to do that. I don't need to mark it up all the time because it replays itself all of the time. You may ask, why don't I have pips in here? To be honest with you, when I see something and I trust it, I honestly just leave it, especially when I use a Fibonacci to the left of me. And we know price loves 38%. So I just said, if it's staying under the 38, I can really navigate this. I can really trust it. I honestly forgot about the trade today, and then I came on to prep for this call and we hit TP. So I just want to share this with you. That's really nice to see. I know Micah is looking for this buy, and I know it's going to come because price is so close to where it hasn't been since 2016. I can't go back too far because my trading view doesn't allow me to, but we haven't been up this high in a very long time. So that's another reason why I know the market needs to relax just a bit. Just a bit. I'm not saying the buy is not coming. It's waiting. And it's NFP week also. So I think by Thursday, Friday, we could see something great happen here. But I know that if price has not been up here in a while and it breaks it, my question for all of you is, what are you going to do? Are you going to buy it? Are you going to be confident in your buy? So that's just something I wanted to share. And then it also aligns with our Fibonacci. So that's just another confirmation. So I just wanted to wrap up. And I'm really excited for you guys to let me know your feedback with this strategy. I would love to see some beautiful markups with it. So you can better, trust yourself in the market because, it's very possible for you to get to where you want to be.
I'm done, Summer. I'm not teaching no more. You got it now. You got it.
Because this strategy is for someone. I just want to get on the computer and see something and be done. I'm not saying you're going to be in and out the market that fast, but I want you to be able to say, okay, I'm on the 15. Let me see what the last session was. Boom, boom, boom. That's it. And it can be that simple when you work on your emotions, because I know emotions is something I'm still working on. I almost I was like, man, it didn't even tap it. Am I going to be greedy? Am I going to take out? I did take out down here when I saw it because I'm like, I don't know. But then guess what? It literally smashed it again. So
got a question in the chat, Summer. Mars said, does this work on all Forex pairs?
Absolutely. It works on Forex pairs, indices, crypto, whatever you want. It works. I don't know about stock though, but
why does it work? Because what is it based off of? Real quick, what is it based off of?
Price. I don't know. I would just say price action obsession. That's the best way that's how I kind of grasp it. That's why it works for me.
2 keywords though, because you got it on your chart. You identify as your high and you identify your low.
Yeah. So
understanding market structure. Market structure works on anything. Doesn't matter the pair.
Right.
Once you understand that, you can scale in on a lower time frame. You can catch the move earlier because you understand the principle of market structure.
Yep.
So good job, Sam.
Of course. And someone asked if I do top-down analysis. Yes and no. Yes, only because I'm able to see at this monthly. That's a top analysis to notice, right? You're on your monthly time frame and you have not been up here since back then. You know what I mean? So that can mean 2 things. That could either mean we're going to keep going or this is going to be a great time for us to start selling again. Let's say you're someone who wants to do, I don't know, EU, because I think I've done it for EU before. Oh, not as clean, but this is a low that I written in September and it literally followed it suit again. I got a rejection from this high. So any pair. If you are someone who wants to work with higher time frame, I think that's great. But for this strategy, no. For this strategy, 30 minutes, 15 minutes. That's it.
I love that because you could do it on any time frame, realistically.
Any time frame. Even if you want to do the hour, that's fine, but your entry should be on a smaller time frame. And that's that. Yeah. I'm ready for this though. Man, I'm getting ready for this one.
Yeah, I got my zones marked up now. So I'm just waiting for price to get there now. Just to see what.
Yeah. So, I know we're looking for buys, but I mean, let's see what NFP brings, right? Because this week is a week I tell people you want to be in and out. You don't really want to be doing too much. And I'm actually kind of happy to see, because this is a buy zone. I think I'll do another call on fibs if Michael allows that one day. But I'm really happy to go over this strategy as many times as we all need. And I'm definitely willing, because I only trade 3 strategies. I only trade quarter theory, sessions, Fibonacci. I use all 3 kind of at the same time.
By all means, you are always welcome to use the Zoom link and say, hey, I'm jumping on. Anybody wants to get on, by all means, do so. You'll get the username and password for it.
Perfect. And then look at this, y'all. Let's say you missed your entry right here of this high. No worries. Look at this high right here. I didn't really name it, but it's right here too. And you could take it to this. I just want you to look, just remember this number, 172.850. Just remember that number. And just let me know how you feel when price goes above that number. Because when it goes, I'm telling you, it's gonna go. I promise you. It is. How much, I can't tell you, but it is. And yeah, so if you guys ever want to reach out to me, I'll put my socials in here. Summer Monet, I have a YouTube channel too. My socials are on Instagram, and you guys have me on Telegram. Or reach out to Micah and he'll give you my information too. That's no issue. So yeah, this is it. I tell people you don't need to know too much because it could be very noisy. And I feel like for me, learning people's strategies is great, but I promise you, just work it 100 times. If you don't believe me, just do it on your demo account 100 times and tell me how many times you win. If it's over 85, you can guarantee this works. Guarantee it. And you can share with people that you want to help better their experience in the market too. Say, hey, I learned this thing that's quick and easy. It's literally support resistance in a better way for you to help you trust it. I know some people like the higher time frame, that's fine, but up to you. Even I'll show you a little quick thing with quarter theory right here. Let me take off this fib.
I feel like that's a shot towards me, Summer, but I'm gonna let that slide.
No, I didn't mean that. No, I didn't mean to take a shot. I didn't take any shot. I didn't take any shot. I don't even know what I said, but higher time frame is great if you are a swinger, because me personally, Micah is strengthening my muscle to do that. Because I told him that this week, I said to him, I don't want to be on a screen, really. I want to take a trade on a 4-hour or a monthly and just let it run. I want to be that profitable in the market where I'm at ease with that. I'm building up to that place of a higher time frame because that is a goal of mine. But currently right now, where I am in my life, the 15-minute and the 30 and the hour works for me. And also, Michael has been studying GJ since I've known him. And this is something I just started really studying. So, there's magic in what he's saying also. It's just what flows for you. What type of trader are you? Are you someone who can sit on your hands? Or are you someone who needs it in and out? And we know GJ is a slower pair because it's a Forex pair, but it's the most volatile of the Forex pairs. That's why we love it. And when she's trending, she's trending. That's another reason why I do like the 4-hour, because if she's breaking 4-hour structures, you know what she's doing, because higher time frame, higher strength. So there's power in that too. I know some people only work on the 1 minute. I can't do that. It doesn't work for me. But it's about what works for you. And I came from indices, so that's why the 15-minute is my lovely place. And I'm trying to understand how can I bring that into this too. And I found my way through my mentor. So, and with quarter theory, again, same thing, but it's not. We have a whole dollar, let's say 172 right here. If I'm not passing that dollar, I'm gonna sell it to the 50 cent, which is 171,500. And we're not making that 50 cent. We're not breaking above the 50 cent. That's fine. I'm gonna take another sell to the next dollar, which is 171. That's just an analogy I can use to help say that out loud. Oh, we're breaking below that dollar mark. No worries. I'm gonna take it to the next 50 cent. So, there's so many ways to get what you want in this market. It's just prove to yourself that's your way. And the only way to prove to yourself is by taking the trade. Take the trade. Take the trade. DJ is my second wife. Exactly. She's my new girl. She's my new bae. XPX and NASDAQ was it for me, but I just wanted something where my emotions, I could handle them a little bit better, and this is where I found it. And Mike has been telling me this for years. He's been telling me, just do GJ, just do. I'm like, no. And then look at me now. Here back.
Yeah, that's right.
back to the homegirl. She's always been here, you know. So
yep.
any pair, any indice, any crypto. Why? Because it's going off of the last session. If you're breaking the last session, either up or down, I want you to know it's going to run. It's gonna run. Especially like how we know when it breaks a 4 hour, right? When we know it breaks a 4 hour, what do we know? It's gonna go because it's a higher time frame. But this is kind of like, you know, the soft in between. So that's how I'm able to capitalize. If you guys want to see what my next markup is, I think I shared it with y'all. This is it. So I want to see if y'all want to take this, up to you, mark it up. I want to buy, and let me actually put it in here. Buy this break or sell the rejection. You know, if you are aggressive, I'm either going to sell this break or buy the rejection because it's a floor. And we know when the ball hits a floor, it bounces up too sometimes. Sometimes it goes through it, depending on how weak it is. So I want to see a buy above 172, 275. Try it on your demo. Or I want to see a break below 169, 350. That's it. I don't care about anything in here. I'm sorry. I don't. If you are aggressive, though, that's up to you. You could buy right here too. Buy the break.
Do your own analysis.
Yeah, do your own.
Do your own analysis.
But this is something I also see too, right? But me, that is nothing for me. I want the big thing. I want the big move. I want my 90 pips and I'm going to get it. And that's how confident you should be every time you touch this market. And let's say today you don't do so well. That's fine. Did you follow your rules? Because if you did, it's fine. Okay, but if you didn't, that's probably why. So stick to your plan. I just wanted to show you something that works for me in my life. If it's something you're interested in, please feel free to reach out. Thank you guys so much for your time with me today. I appreciate you.
Ooh, summer. You might have to let me hold $1 or $2.
Man, when I start trading standards, man, I'm excited. I'm
ready.
I'm ready. Looks really good for all of us.
My little percent.
Don't worry, Micah. Don't worry. When I'm up, you up too.
I'll take some off the top, you know? All right, so let's go ahead and open up the floor for questions. Helen, you got a question? Go ahead and you can unmute or type it in the chat for me. Here's my question to the audience. Did you all learn something? Yes, no, maybe so, or I don't know. Did you all learn something? All right, so what are some things that you learned? That's going to be my question to you. What are some things that you learned? What do you define as a break of the floor or roof? Helen, are you able to unmute? Because you know this answer. If you're not with the baby?
Yeah, right.
All right, so you said, what do you define as a break of the floor or roof? So Summer, I'm gonna let you ladies walk each other through that.
So first thing I want to say, I love 30 minutes on GJ. I really do, but 15 is where I like to look. So if we look at this candle right here, it did break above and it did close above 170, 275, right? But is it a good break? Did the next candle after also close above? It did not. So to me, invalid. If I go in a 30-minute, invalid right here to me. So I didn't get a good break and close above. I didn't like it. Again, that's up to you how if it's engulfing, right? If it's an engulfing break, I think you should definitely take it. But if it's like meh, wait, that's fine to wait. Wait, go on a higher time frame. Higher time frame matters here too. It's I just not the 4 hour for this because we're like missing a session. You know what I mean? So if you like the higher time frame, I guess the 1 hour, but 30 minutes is a sweet spot. Okay. Something else I was learning too is we did get a break right up here of the same zone, and we kept going. She retested it again. She broke, closed above, and kept going. Break and close. It doesn't always have to be the initial candle. This is the break, and this is the break and close. So like and close is the next candle. And another thing I learned too, if you guys want to write this down, if you get a break above consolidation and it comes back inside of this consolidation, you can start to sell, right? Especially right here. We got a couple retests. We got more than 3 touches here. And I know Micah has gone over that with you all because it's something he made me remember all the time. 2 to 3 touches is an important place. It's an important place. How important? Up to you, what you decide. But I like the 30-minute. Like, for an example here, we got a break and close, meaning this is a bearish candle. It broke on the point. Not the best. Also, look at the time. Time matters too. All right. Is it around a volatile time? Is it around 10? Is it around noon? Is it around 2 p.m.? If you're a New York session trader. We got the break and close. Let's say you're someone who's like, all right, I want to see the 15 of that trade. And you could have possibly gotten it on this 15-minute candle. And you could have caught some points. You got to retest, no worries. Is there another break and close above this? Not clean. So what can you do? You can re-enter yourself safely and trust it. Trust your markups.
Can I stop right there?
Sure.
Helen, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Would that be a good break and close for a sell? If I was looking to sell at that level right there, would that be a break and close to look for a sale? Yes or no?
I mean, where the cursor is at the moment.
We're 169.350.
Yes,
Why do you say yes?
Well, the previous candle has the. Can you move the cursor?
You said do what?
Can you really point where you're talking about?
Yeah, 169.350. I'm on this candle right here, the 6 o'clock candle.
Okay.
Yeah.
So again, at that price, would that be a good area to sell off of the break and close?
Yeah.
Why? Tell me what you see at that level when you look to the left.
That's an important resistance level.
There you go. You got resistance level. Prices fail to create new higher highs, but it's respecting those highs, right?
Yeah.
So we are still in a what type of market? Bearish or bullish market?
Bearish.
Bearish. Now, Summer, bring it over to your right. Let's see if price breaks that 169. Stop there. Did we break and close above 169.350? Bring it back over to your left.
Or right here.
Did we break and close above? October 25th.
9:30 a.m.
9:30 a.m. Did we break and close above that that
Yes, yes,
point of interest?
yes.
Yes, we did. That's your answer right there. You have to see the candles literally go through a zone or a level, close, right? Close above, create the new what? Higher high, right? Because if we broke previous lower highs, if we break it to the upside, that means it's going to create a new what? Higher high. Once that higher high is formed, now we need to see the market pull back and retest the previous high as a new what? Higher low.
Mm-hmm.
So it does it quite a few times, once and twice. So bring 2 circles down. I want to circle those wicks. The wick that's hitting 169.350.
Oh, this one.
Yep. And then one more over to your left.
Oh, I see it.
So again, when you all are sending your markups into the chat, these are the things that I expect each and every one of you all to be able to identify with your market structure. Do you spot a break? Point it out. Did the market break my area of interest? Yes. Did the market close above? Yes. Did the market pull back and retest? Yes.
Yeah, I'm totally down to, go over, basics again, and then the strategy also with you all. Because you just have to keep seeing it over and over and over again. So I hope I was able to help you understand that, but if not, that's okay. I'm able to do calls too. Yeah, I like this a lot. I just know, y'all, if it goes below this, look at this last sell, right? Like the last two.
Yeah, I'm looking for it.
My God. I just feel like if you guys could capitalize earlier in the week and be done for the week, why not? Why not? And honestly, I want to show you guys something else too. Let's say you missed this entry because you weren't even confident. That's fine. What are you going to do? You're going to create your box, support and resistance box on your own, the high, the recent low, and you wait. You take your sell, 168,775. You know me, y'all. And you sell it. And what did it do? It gave you what you wanted.
Nice breaking.
Yep. So again, if break and retest is what works for you, that's fine. If sessions is the better way, that's fine. It's the same thing. It's just I think sessions helps you be more confident. If I'm breaking Asians high from the last session, I'm running. If I'm breaking Asians low of the last session, I'm running low. And it's sold off heavy. Oh, we had news at those times, I'm pretty sure. But especially right here.
Yeah, that was
yeah, I did not catch that. Whoever did, lucky day. But I did not catch that. And candles like this should never make you scared. You know why? Because you always get a retest. You always do. Because always try to remember like a trampoline, right? You could take a big jump up, but guess what? You have to come down sometime. I don't know when, but you have to if you want to go higher. You got to come down to go higher. You got to come down to go higher. And maybe you're someone who doesn't want to finish the whole race. That's fine. Come back down. When you're ready, you go back up again. But y'all. I need y'all to remember that number 172850. I need you to. And please look out for 169350 or 168800 for sure. Because you know you could take it to the Asian high of June. You just know it. Because look how many times it did it for us. You know, so look in history, look back in time. That helps you be more confident about the future. So yeah, does anyone else have any questions for me?
Well,
For that, I have it for SPX too. Let me see. Daily. NASDAQ. Well, I used to, but again, I don't really trade those pairs anymore. But as you could see, I didn't have to change the markup. I just have to continue to follow it. No,
yes,
take it.
you've been holding out for a very long time.
I had to get quiet. I had to get quiet and I had to figure it out because I was profitable and then I became very inconsistent. I had to figure out why is this happening to me.
I see. Okay.
So I had to quiet down. I had to just go solo. And, you know, I'm grateful for that. But community is very important. And that's why I'm really grateful for Micah, you know, allowing me to be a part of this community again. So always do what's best for y'all all the time. You know, you have people who care for you in this industry because we really need each other in this industry, you know, because I don't care what no one says. No one really knows the life and the mindset of a trader until they trade. And so it's very important that you keep those people close to you. And you guys have a great mentor, Michael. You have a great mentor again. So
thank you.
Yeah, you built me up to be like this.
I love it. The student has become a teacher, and I learned stuff from you too. So I'm excited about applying this.
I'm excited. You could use this to pass your challenges because I know that's something we're all getting into this upcoming year. And cash out, make your money. You know, bankers are using our money to profit. We should be able to use other people's money to profit too. So that's all for me, y'all. I just want to say I really appreciate you. Wherever you are on your journey, it's a part of the it's a part of the puzzle, and you're gonna get to where you want to be. Just be persistent. You know, keep that trading journal open all the time. You know, follow your rules, and be calm every time you enter this market because that's the most important thing. No matter the strategy, your emotions is the number one thing to focus on. Make sure you're calm, confident, and take the trade.
Ooh, well, good job, Summer. Thank you so much for jumping on. Thank you for taking some time out of your schedule to do this. And this was good.
Thank you.
I'm proud of you. Keep up the good work. And I look forward to doing more of these calls with you.
Yes, me too. I'm so excited to see our markup. So if you guys want to give it a shot, I know I gave you this setup, but maybe go in the past, like how I did with you all today, and see how it plays out and see how it continues to play out. And you'll gain confidence with it. Give it 100 shots. Give it 100 shots. And that's all for me.
All right. Well, it is 10:42. Not going to be on here long. Everybody's homework assignment is as follows. Continue to send in your markups into the group chat. Everybody needs to label their market structure. So higher highs, higher lows, identify the break, identify the close, and identify the pullback. If you don't know what I mean, it will look something like this. All right. So again, doesn't matter the time frame. I just want you all to be able to identify this stuff. So this is my higher low. slash low. And the reason why it's a higher low slash low, because it's higher than this previous low right here. And it's higher than here too. All right, so this space in here was one long wick. As you can see, nice long wick. So that tells me that, hey, it's a lot of buyers sitting down here just waiting for another move. And why can I say that? Because if I look to the left at these prices, 150.99, 149.68, 149.29, 148.81, what do we see? A lot of buying activity, right? So I still see the scenario of what? A bullish market where you have higher highs and higher lows. Okay. So because that's what I see, I'm like, all right, I have my areas that I'm watching for possible areas where the market could react and reverse and buy from. Okay. So what's next? So right up here, this is a higher high. And then this point here would be my higher low. All right, now we've already broken above this high, this high. This will be my this was a lower high in the past. I'm not necessarily looking at this area, but I do know it's there. My next higher low would be here. It's 10:45. We're about to wrap up. So I got the break of a high, close, pull back and retest. Notice the wick rejection, and it continues up. Creates a new higher high. Boom, higher low, nice little double bottom. Boom, higher high. Right? So I took a sale. So I'm actually going to be selling this down to some zones. This is the first level that I'm watching. If it breaks, closes below, I would like to see either a retest to either continue down or come reverse back up to the upside. So that's what I'm waiting on. I'm following my plan. I'm following my rules. And I'm just going to wait and see. Up here was a supply zone. We haven't hit up here in a very long time. I'm going to put it on the weekly real quick. And if I scroll to the left, didn't really touch it from up here, but yeah, I think we're going to be setting up for another buy pretty soon. So that's kind of just what I'm waiting on. But the weekly is that's a long time. So I'm just really just waiting. And I'm just going to let the setup do its thing. We'll just let the setup do its thing. So that's what I'm waiting for. This is another
Market
level.
don't want these problems.
You said what?
Market don't want these problems.
Nope, they don't.
We got these alerts.
Yep. So I can see the high, low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. Not only that, I got consolidation, breakout, pull back and retest, drop, pull back and retest, failed to create those higher highs. So that's why I took a sale off of here. So that's what I'm kind of looking for. So again, My areas that I'm watching are all plotted. Alerts are set. I'm ready to go. But I think we might continue on down, just looking at the daily. So that's kind of just what I'm looking at. Again, I'll drop my charts in the chat. I expect you all to do the same and use the chat to help you guys. There are resources in there that I've dropped, the PPT resource and the price action is zone trading. Use it, copy it. I'm in the middle of working on some stuff too for you guys as well, coming out not next month, but probably January or February of next year. So that's pretty much it. Again, 1048, wasn't going to spend a lot of time on the charts. The next group call, I don't think I have I do have a one-on-one call. The next group call will be announced in the Telegram group. All right. The next group call will be announced in the Telegram group. On that group call, everyone is going to be required to do a screen share. And then we're going to go from everybody's chart, practicing marking up and practicing labels. All right. So that wraps it up with the Dapper Trades Wealth Takeover group call. Thank you guys for jumping on. The recording is on YouTube, so you guys can go back and watch it. I do have the recording on my cloud, so I will also drop that for you all to use as a study guide. All right. So y'all have a good night, and I'll see you guys